Greater Good Radio. Connect, learn, heal, and grow.
I was heading to meet my mom to take her to church. As I'm getting there, there's a detour. I was going to trick the system. I'm going to get there on time.
Yeah.
I'm coming to this intersection, and you're the driver on the other road. It's a T-bone. I'm going to make a left. You're coming up on the stop sign. As I make the left, you choose not to go to the stop sign. Okay? And actually hit me.
Okay.
Almost T-bone me. Spin me around. I'm spinning around. And while I'm spinning around, you're looking at me and you drive away. I have no idea where you're going, where you're coming from. All I know is in that moment that I got hit, I was looking you eye to eye. There was recognition, and you still hit me, and you drove away. Now, put yourself in the driver's seat now, where you're spinning around. What would your first response usually be?
Probably my first, it would be split second, would be fear, and then closely followed by anger.
Yes. And then what?
Probably shock.
So put all that in. And so now you have a moment, and that's when protocol sets in. What's the protocol when you have an accident? You're fine. Everything's good. What do you want to do next?
Be checking on my mom.
Okay. In this case, my mom wasn't with me. It's just us. Let's just say that if the person was in proximity, the typical response is, hey, you okay? Sorry, whatever. Here's my insurance card, right? That's the right thing to do, right?
Yeah.
That's point. Especially if you're not hurt. I still might be angry. You punk, Yeah, give me this. You go accountable. Yeah. You got to talk to my attorney. We do that kind of conversation. Well, in this case, I didn't have the opportunity. That guy went, holy God, right? So I'm sitting there in the car. I get out, and another car pulls up. They saw the accident. They apologized to me. I go, why? So, we didn't get the licenses. That's okay. Neither did I. Are you okay? Yeah, everybody's okay. So I get back in the car, and there's the other part. Yeah. What the heck was that? Right?
Yeah.
How could he do that? And fighting the urge to go chase him. And back to your earlier question, what would I have done in the earlier days? I probably would have chased them down, right? But instead, what I did was I sat in the seat and I started the Ho'oponopono process. That's where the training comes in. That's where that faith comes in and understanding. And it basically went the same way I just did with you. In my prayer was, please forgive me and my ancestors for whatever we have done to create this condition that you and I got to meet at this stop sign. You and I met at this stop sign, right? What did we do that created a condition that I got to sit here and watch and experience and witness fear, anxiety, even maybe cowardice? You ran. Please forgive us for whatever we did that created a condition in your life that enabled you to hit somebody and me to experience that and watch you run. What does that? What did we do, right? That created a condition, made it that easy for you to leave someone potentially harmed. I didn't even have the chance to apologize or even find out if you were okay because you ran. Please forgive me and my ancestors for creating any condition that has got that level of fear or disregard that I got to witness it. So what did I do in my past? When have I left someone standing on the road? When did I sideswipe somebody, right? This is the metaphor. Walking into a room and say something, that's stupid, and walk out. That's a sideswipe, right? Dad, I said, I don't have time. That's a sideswipe. When did I leave somebody else hanging in the middle of the street of life, wondering, what the heck was that, right? It's taking that moment and acknowledging that there's something that I got to learn from this. And you are the teacher. So I cannot hold you accountable for being the teacher, but I got to wonder why you, why me, why now? And so in that process, please forgive us for whatever it was we do, for showing me cowardice, fear, anxiety, the ability of disregard. Then Aloha steps in. That's the reciprocity. My ancestors and I forgive you and your ancestors for whatever it is you've done or continue to do that created a condition in my life, that there was a detour that brought me here today so that I can be here for you to hit.
And you forgiving them, including that act that just happened?
That's correct. Everything. Because that act is just the sharpening of the pencil, right? All the way back. So I have to ask, so what is it in your life? Is it something like you don't have enough hours at work? I was in a financial situation. Maybe you're in a financial situation. You're concerned that you don't have insurance. If the cops come, you're going to get pulled over, right? may that change for you. That's the prayer. Please forgive us, or we forgive you, right? But more importantly, you got to answer to your ancestors and your descendants. It's not on me. So I'm going to get out of your way. Please forgive us as I forgive you, so that you can do what you need to do to make this right with your ancestors and your descendants. It's not between me and you anymore. So by me letting you go, I'm not pulling you into lunch with me. You got to go lunch with your family. I'm going to have lunch with my mother. I'm going to go to church, right? Because I'm no longer dragging you around saying, I don't like you. Through my whole life, I can't stand you, come with me. You know people that do that, right? You know, this guy, and they take you wherever they go. It has nothing to do with the person anymore. So in that moment, doing that process, you're letting go, right? It doesn't release that person from their accountability. It doesn't release them from their responsibility to make things right. What it does is releases me from having to carry around that anger, that fear, that anxiety. I can go have lunch. It was done, right? Then I went to the police department, filed the report in case I need to go insurance. But then I also said, brother, there's a guy out there. He's running around in his truck. He might hit somebody else. You might just keep an eye on him, right? That's my duty to the community. But my prayer for him was, may your mother, your children, your descendants never have to face somebody like that, right? Because if you don't clean it up, likelihood is they will. That's how this works. That's just the energy of it. That was an instance where that Ho'oponopono was instantly applied, right? Because in the process, you make a connection. And so what I'm expressing to you is what goes on once you make that connection. I don't carry anger. At that moment, I could have, but I didn't. And I'll say all the instances since and before where that was a possibility, through the process of Ho'oponopono, I can let it go. There's lessons to be learned from it. And I can share it with other people without malice, without anger, which is really important. It's really a connection, an internal connection, through prayer, through meditation. Prayer is out and meditation is in. That's the reciprocity. So, aloha again, same idea.
If you resonate with Greater Good Radio, please join our community at www.greatergoodradio.com, where you can get access to exclusive content and offerings. Hope to see you soon.